Folks, welcome in the ring to each and every one of you. It's a very, very late night at our end, but we were out covering some stories on the ground. And if you guys know the country we're in, not a day goes by, good folks, not a day goes by when there isn't some action happening on the ground at this end, and lots of action always happening at our end. You know where we are, folks. You know where we are. So we want to say welcome and ring to all of you. We are not going to be long. We wanted to give you guys a sense of why we were out. Fires of the PPP. Fires of the PPP. Welcome to each and every one of you. Whether you're joining us from our usual long program, but we just want to give you guys a sense of what we have been covering on the ground this evening. Grateful to have all of you with us from the various places that you folks are joining us from. Really, really grateful to have all of you with us. Share the live as you come on. Quickly, we're going to try to wrap up in record time this evening. We're going to try to be heroes and wrap up in record time tonight. And, you know, if you're an ardent viewer of our program, you know where we go from here. And we want to get there very, very fast this evening. The opener, fires of the PPP. It's a small country. So much fire all the time we see. A lot of fire in this 2x4 of a country that we have. And that's what that is the reason we were out this evening looking at a fire happening in Charlestown. We were able to cover some of it very, very late. We want you guys to know what is happening on the ground here in Guyana. Yep, fires, folks, fires of the PPP. We're going to give you guys a sense a little bit about that in just a second. We want to make sure that we are shared to all of the true and correct places. And we've been following, you know, we've been following these fires perennially. You have fires. You know, we saw the Guyana Fire Service on the ground trying to do their best, but they don't obey this country. Trying to do their best, folks, but they obey this country. We were supposed to have some guests on tonight as well. I want to apologize to them because we had to skedaddle out of our comfort zone. We were heading into the studio when we heard this fire happening, and we made a detour. Traffic is blocked and all of that. It took us a minute or two to get in there, but we'll show you some of what has been circulating on social media, and we'll show you some of what the guys sent into us. Fires of the PPP, folks. And I don't want to, without further delay, this is some of what we saw happening on social media, and then we'll show you some of what the guys sent into us to cover this evening on this issue. Yep, lots of fires. Take a look, folks. This is Charlestown. Take a look and take a listen. This is Charlestown, folks.
And next house catching. And next two-story building catching these fuckers can't spray. No water. Here, the rest of house them. Watch. By the house over the road now, catch. How fucking long. By the house catching. Who the fuck is this here? These man, what's going on in this fucking country? This fire. Watch a fucking how long this fire burning, buddy. See there. Bottom of fucking house. One fucking truck carrying to the fucking head office there right up the road, buddy. One truck with no fucking water, buddy. Every fucking time in this country with people fucking place with this fire service modest control, buddy. Imagine me daughter just come out this house 3 minutes ago.
Oh God, nobody put them in there. Put them in. Nobody in there.
Where the fucking truck them there, buddy? Wasn't water spraying yet, mother scum, but half an hour, buddy. So where the rest of the truck them there, buddy? Oh, control, boy. See this here, Fort St. Terry. Yeah, boy. Oh, they get new fire engine outside. The mother scum, the president, and them getting them the mother scum. Can't bring up the time for the 40 got. But they stop up the fucking a minute away, bro.
Look, did you feel with the catch, right?
And my house don't catch about one fucking.
That was early in the evening. By the time we got there and kind of pushed through, you know, and was allowed to get in there, most of that property, or two or three perhaps, were already destroyed. And you know, this is some of what we see. It's just a small country, and this has to be heartrending to a lot of people, to be able to not be able to render assistance. You see a property going up in flames. Going up in flames, and there is little or nothing that you can practically do to help. And this is the situation that we saw when we got there. You know, it's just ash and rubble on the ground there, just ash and rubble. Interestingly, I saw a fire tender, I think, on Main Street today. You know, very, very interestingly, I saw a fire tender on Main Street. And person said they were doing something there. I don't know. That's another story we have to cover. Are we utilizing our resources correctly? This is the smoldering rubble that we met when we got there. We were happy that the guys, you know, allowed us to do this. But that whole community there was plunged in darkness. And we saw the fire service maybe just a little too late, based on what we heard earlier. And that's one of the things we heard on the ground when we got there, that the fire service was very, 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 very slow to respond. And you see, in another portion of the building, the fire is still going there, even though it's not as ferocious as what we would have seen earlier. And so these are things that people are trying to grapple with. People are trying to make sense of, and they have a right. Today, quite interestingly, we saw a fire tender on Main Street, and you'll be very surprised where on Main Street this fire tender was. Very, very interesting. For a very small country, you have so many fires, and I think that citizen was correct when the citizen said what the citizen said. All of these fire tenders we keep hearing about, and all that we're doing and not doing, and all of that. But when it comes down to the final analysis, are we being effective? Oh, fire prevention week, you can see everybody run out and so on. You know, every now and again, the fire service does good work. I ain't gonna take that away from that. But that must become more of the norm, because a lot of people are homeless here. And there's another story to get compensation for them based on where they live in the city and all of that. So that is a challenge we have. And again, we can't track all of this, but we have been tracking some of it. And it's too many fires for such a small country, such a small population like ours. Too many fires. And here the folks are saying that the police came a little too late, the fire service responded a little too late. You heard that man say, half an hour this place burning. And Charlestown is in close proximity to where the fire service is. It's in close proximity. This isn't Timbuktu. This isn't Middle Mazaruni or Deep South. This is right in the heart of the city. And if we're not responding to fires right there in the heart of the city with any alacrity, then what are we doing? What are we doing, good folks? Are we fooling ourselves? So this is the scene we met when we got on the ground there. Happy that we were allowed to take some of it. But a lot of folks, as you heard saying there, a little too late. Right? Why all of these fires? Are they meant to be a distraction? Maybe from the Washington conference? I see a lot of things happening since we came back. A lot of hurrying and flurrying. Why? Why? Is this a distraction? I don't know. The Guyana Fire Service will have to present a report on this. And then whether you want to believe something like the wire, the light, and the sponge kind of story, Marie, you know, they responded. Thankfully, it could have been worse. Lots of you might say that it could have been worse. That area there is in darkness again.
Ouch. And next house catching. And next 3-story building catching these fuckers can't spray. No water. Here come the rest of the house them. Watch. By the house over the road now kept. How fucking long. By the house catching. Who the fuck is this here? These man, what's going on in this fucking country, this fight? Watch a fucking how long this fire burning, buddy. Bottom of my fucking house. One fucking truck carrying to the fucking head office there right up the road, buddy. One truck with no fucking water, buddy. Every fucking time in this country with people fucking place with this fire service modest control, buddy. As me daughter just come out this house 3 minutes ago.
Oh God, nobody, what you mean there? What you mean? Nobody in there.
Where the fucking truck them there, buddy?
Nobody in there.
What's in water spraying yet, mother scum, about half an hour, buddy? So where the rest of the truck them there, buddy? Oh, control, boy. I see this is Fort Terry. Yeah, boy. Oh, they get new fire engine outside. The mother scum, the president and them giving them the mother control can't bring them. They're trying to survive for the gutter. But they stop up that fucking a minute away, bro.
You can't pump out the fire with gutter water, you bring your water. Look, do you feel with the catch, right?
And my house don't catch about one fucking.
Again, folks, this is just some of what we saw on the ground there. When we got on the ground, police kind of scampering to make sense with what's happening here. And such a small country we have for so many fires. Such a small country, too many fires. You know, a beautiful city if we only take care of it. And you're going to see a beautiful shot of the city. I wish it was when you're coming in by the airport. Beautiful shot of the city. A lot of folks saying these firemen came a little too late. A little too late. But this is the scene there in Charleston as we speak. This is the scene there in Charleston as we speak. Luan Hall and Lyndon Gill and Winston Smith and Tommy and Hazel Chase and all the other folks joining us at the scene in Charleston as we speak. Police trying to get a grip on what remains of that fire. And you heard the comments there from residents in the area. Too late, too late. I'll show you a photograph. Just hold on. I'll show you where a fire tender was spotted today. You can't script these things, you know. Right? You can't script these things. You can't script it. You just can't. They tell us where this thing happened and all of that. You can't script these things. And you heard there the folks screaming, right? That they want the fire tender. 3 hours, you heard them say, nothing happening, nothing doing. What's happening in this country of ours? It's such a beautiful country, beautiful people. But oh God, we're in real trouble, you know. Take a glimpse of this. It's such a beautiful city, you know. The firemen are there, the folks saying, a little too late. A little too late. The guys are just gonna pan and show you some of the city. It's Wednesday, the 4th of October. And that's Georgetown, that's our city. And that's none about the city, that's our city. Big and beautiful Georgetown. And again, that fire was in Charleston. We got there at the tail end. Beautiful, ginormous city of ours there. Beautiful, beautiful city. If only we could care it. If only we could care it. But let's show you some of what we saw today. Let's show you some of what we saw today. Because you can't script these things any better. Where we saw a fire tender today. You make a guess. Anybody want to make a guess? Huh? Anybody want to make a guess? Where this fire tender turned up today? Huh? You can be shocked. Folks, again, I say, we can't script these things, you know. You can't script them. You heard in that insert, the folks are pleading for the fire service. Pleading for the fire service. And as I said, the program is going to be long this evening. You heard them pleading for this fire service. This is where we saw fire. Apologies, my audio went there. So the fire service, fire tender turned up at the State House today, and the folks tell us that it was watering the lawns at State House. Ghana's not a real place. My thoughts go out to the people of Charleston tonight. My thoughts go out to the people of Charleston tonight. Again, I want to apologize to my guests as well who were standing by while we went out because we could not believe it. We heard people saying, where's the fire service? And when they did come, one tender, no water. No water. If you share the life, yet you're wicked. If you share the life, yet you're wicked. This was today, folks. This fire tender park up by State House, full of water. Oh, Father, help us in this country. Full of water, pregnant with water. But where water was really needed, it can't be found. Where the water was actually needed. You heard the man, I didn't say it. He said, but half hour we waiting. Spotted Naomi. We spotted fire tender outside of the. I don't know if it's the same fire tender when they, of course, they wouldn't have water. Linden Gilside done share. Oh, y'all be like Linden. We know we little lady sitting. We apologize. But we want to get valid, credible information. We want to get valid, credible information. Donna Daly, Wanda Fraser, Beverly Fraser. We want to get valid, credible information. Who know? So that was what was happening on the ground tonight. Let me play back with the guy begging for the fire tender. Begging.
Ouch. Our next house catching. Our next three-story building catching. These fuckers can't spray. No water. Here come the rest of house them. Watch. By the house over the road now catch. How fucking long. By the house catching. Who the fuck is this here? These man, what's going on in this fucking country? This fire. Watch a fucking how long this
If you share it, you wicked.
Bottom of fucking house. One fucking truck carrying to the fucking head office there right up the road, buddy. One truck with no fucking water, buddy. Every fucking time in this country with people fucking place with this fire service modest control, buddy.
One truck with no water, the man says. How many where the truck went? I wonder why the truck stopped today. One truck with no water. Where the truck went? Anybody spot the truck today? Yeah? They said the truck there. Watering the lawns of State House. Folks. Watering the lawns of State House. Huh? Oh, we apologize for coming on late. We apologize. We're 1 hour late. But you understand. You understand what we needed to do. You understand. What if fire service? Folks, pray your house don't catch on fire. Or anything for that matter. Your car, nothing that concerns you in this country. Because you might gotta pick up the house and carry it over by State House. To get a little water throwing it. That's what you might have to do. This wasn't yesterday. It wasn't the day before. This is today. Them boys watering the lawns of State House. Who watering your lawns? Who waters your lawns? People begging for the fire service to come. Begging the fire service to come. Altia Galloway says, every day is fire. 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 Folks, I know some of you have to State House right up Main Street. Let's see how front pass asking, where's State House? State House, round the corner from Charlestown. Round the corner from Charlestown. Folks, I promised that I wouldn't be on too late. I know some of you have to head to work, probably at work, heading there, heading home, or you have other programs you are slated to watch, and I don't want to interrupt your evening schedule. But we think we ought to come on and let you guys know. When you don't say something, it's not because we're playing. We're playing footsie wootsy nowhere. Valid, credible information. Fire Nation. Fire Nation. Right? But I'm constrained in it all and through it all. We have a lovely, beautiful country. You know, when all is said and done, lovely, beautiful country. See? Just one little caring, you know. Just one little caring. Lovely, beautiful country. Fire service got to do better. Too many people walking around behind earphone Earphone going anyway, you fire chief behind me, commissioner of police behind me. Why are these people walking around behind earphone? I don't understand it. What causing that? You see, what causing that? Beautiful city we have. You know, she just needs some caring. She just needs to be put in the right hands. This fire service could work, you know. You see, this fire service could work for this beautiful country of ours. You all pray for our country. You all see how beautiful this city is. That's why whichever city I go to in the world, I come back to it. I just wish to fly the plane over the city when they're going into Cherry Dragon. Don't bring me in over the jungle. Don't bring us in that accumulation of darkness. Bring me over the city. People think we live in a jungle in some backwater place. There might be backwater. Look at that city we have. Beautiful city. Folks, that's going to do it for us this evening. That's our time. That's our time this evening. I'm going to show you on my face one more time before we go. Because I like that. That's a nice person. Folks, our thoughts and prayers go out to all of those affected by this fire in Charlestown. You know, we've been covering some of this, as I said to you. We've been covering some of this. I don't want to go much further, but just to let you know, we were preparing for this, and we've been covering some of it. You know, little 2x4 capital, and we lost count of 75 in the city alone. We're talking about countrywide. We've lost count of it. That's going to do it for us at this end, folks. Stay safe until our next broadcast. Pray something and you don't catch a fire. You got to call them boys. You got to pick up your car, pick up your house, and carry it over by State House. Beg for a little water.